In this video, we're going to solve absolute value inequalities. So let's look at this example. It looks very similar to the absolute value equation, but instead of having the equal sign, we have the inequality symbol. So what are we going to do for this question? So first, just ignore the inequality symbol and just see it as an equation. So we know how to solve the equation, right? First, check to see if it's a clean equation. So no numbers outside of the two bars, so it's a clean equation. So from the clean equation, turn it into two little equations. The first one is take the inside out equals positive on the other side. The second one is take the inside out equals negative of the other side. And then solve the two little equations by subtracting 3. So I have x equals -1. And the same thing here, subtract 3. So I have x equals -5. Okay? So when you get these two solutions, next we're going to deal with the inequality symbol here. The inequality is greater than. So for greater than, your answer is always look like this. So for greater than, your answer is always x smaller than the smallest answer, which is -5 in this problem. -5 is smaller than -1. So the smaller solution is -5. So your x is smaller than the small solution, or your x is greater than the bigger solution, which is -1. So this is your answer with the inequality symbol in it. And we're also required to put the answer on the number line. So on the number line, circle -5 and -1, the two solutions. -5 is here, -1 is here. And then x smaller than -5. So the numbers on the left side of -5 is smaller than it. So we're going to draw an arrow in this direction to show all of these numbers smaller than -5 can be x, or x bigger than -1. So the numbers on the right side of -1 are bigger than it. So you're going to draw this arrow to show all of these numbers bigger than -1 can represent the value of x. So that is your solution. And what it means whatever number you pick up in this area that is smaller than -5 to represent the value of x, and when you plug it into the inequality, you will make the inequality true. Or whatever number on this set that is bigger than -1, when you pick it up and represent the value of x and plug it back into the inequality, it will make the inequality true. So this is what the solution means. Okay. And we're gonna have a summary about the inequality symbol and its corresponding picture on the number line later. Next example. First, see it as an equal sign and solve the equation. So this is a clean equation. So from the beginning, you're gonna turn it into two little equations. First one is the inside equals +18. Second one is the inside equals -18. And solve these two little equations by subtract 2, then divide 4. So I have one solution, which is 4. And solve it the same way as the first equation. I'm not going to solve it. First, subtract 2, then divide by 4, right? We should have x equals -5. So when you have these two solutions, you're going to deal with the inequality symbol next. So in the problem, the inequality symbol is greater than again, but it's greater than or equal to. Okay? So for greater than or equal to, your answer is always look like this. X is smaller. This one have an equal to, right? So your answer is smaller or equal to. Then what? Then the small answer, which is -5. Or your x is bigger than or equal to the big solution, which is 4. So this is your solution. This is your answer. Okay, because of greater than, so your x is smaller than the small solution or bigger than the big solution. And on the number line, let's look for these two solutions. -5 is here and +4 is here. Circle them. And is it open circle or closed circle? So look at your problem. You have equal sign in it. So for equal sign on your number line, you should have closed circle, shaded. Okay, and then the arrows are pointing to different direction on the number line. And bigger than 4. So this is what your answer look like. Okay, it means for whatever number in this number set that is smaller than -5, if you pick up a number to represent the value of x, plug it into the original inequality, you're going to make the inequality true. The same for the other set that is bigger than 4. Okay, next one. So first, see it as an equation and solve it. And this time you don't have a clean equation because you have a -3 outside of the two bars. So get rid of the -3 first at +3. So basically we're reviewing how to solve the absolute value equation, right? And bring down whatever you haven't touched. See it as an equal equation, equal sign. And here you have a clean equation, so you can turn it into two little equations. And solve them. I'm not going to solve it because it's a simple equation. So this one gave you one solution, which is 6. And this one gave you one less solution, which is -10. Okay? And then we're going to deal with the inequality symbol. Now it is less than. So for less than, your answer always look like this. X in the middle, greater than or smaller than. Okay? So the x is bigger than the small solution and smaller than the big solution. I was pregnant, but I haven't started. And on the number line, you're going to circle -10 and +6. And this time, you see x is between these two numbers. So it means you're going to draw this kind of line segment between these two solutions. And that is your answer on the number line. It means what? It means if you pick up any number between -10 and 6 to represent the value of x and plug it into the original inequality, you're going to make the inequality true. So this set of numbers are called solutions of the inequality. Last example. So when you get the problem, see it as an equation, and now you're going to clean up your equation starting from the single number on the back. So get rid of +3. By subtraction, bring down whatever you haven't touched, equal sign, see it as an equation. And then keep cleaning it up by getting rid of the 2 by division. So you have, and now you have a clean equation. So turn it into 2 little equations. And solve them. And look at your inequality symbol. It is less than or equal to. So for less than, your answer is always x in the front. In the question, I have equal to, so you have equal to in your answer also. Small number in the left, big number on the right. So that's it. And on the number line, +2 is here. -2 is here. Circle them. Is it open circle or closed circle? You have equal sign in your symbol, so it's closed circle. And then your x can fall between these two numbers. So you have a line segment between these two numbers. And this is what your answer look like on the number line. Okay, so that's it about absolute value inequality. See it as an equation when you solve it. And when you have the two solutions, deal with the inequality symbol. And we're gonna have a summary about inequality symbols last. Okay? So for the inequality symbol, if you have greater than or less than, greater than or equal to, okay, your answer look like this. X is smaller than the small number, or X is bigger than the big number, and your number line look like two rays pointing to different direction. If you have equal sign, it's a closed circle. If you don't have equal sign, it's open circle. Okay? If you have less than or equal to or less than, your answer is X fall between the two solutions, and your number line is a line segment between your two solutions, and that's it.